given the conversation Sprocket had with Agonis in Purgatory, her third shift job per se, what would she be doing with that now?
Well, she's not taking any more of those transport jobs. She said she wouldn't.
Okay.
Are there any other sorts of jobs that would be posted down in Purgatory that would be easy for a gnome?
Well, there was one. Someone grabbed it off the board.
God.
Nope, that would have been ignored anyway.
Would it have?
But it'd be easy for a gnome.
It would be easy for a gnome, and she would not have taken it. That seems awfully suspicious.
But curiosity got the gnome.
This one would be by curiosity got the gnome.
Oh, snap!
Maybe then just finding little messenger jobs up top then.
Okay. One second. Okay. Top side, you find a job posted at the Rut. And it's a job. It looks like it's very new. Recently posted, and like a lot of the other jobs that were posted around this one are all taken. This one was left alone. But it's basically looking for an artificer to gut a building and help reconstruct it with some intended automation. Inquire within, and it has an address.
She's gonna rip that off the board before she even finishes reading it and try to find her way to said address.
Okay. It's at 5 Egg Carton Road.
God, the names of these streets, I swear.
Over in the grind.
Are you serious?
Oh, I knew it too. Yep.
There it is.
A lab
So-
assistant
Look at that.
for Dr. Illian.
Late night, you find yourself approaching basically like what looks like a bakery. You can see that there was a sign in the front. There's actually even like an actual sign up high that looks like a big old like loaf of bread, wooden sign cut into the shape of a loaf of bread. And what have you. You can see the smokestacks for this place. It looks like a bakery, or was a bakery, 2 stories tall, and actually a torn down for sale sign.
Looks like the initial sign for the bakery has been removed, like the actual like front one, not the one hanging from the top, but the one in the front has been removed, as well as looks like there has been some things being done, as well as there's a pile of rubbish, a couple tables and things sitting out in front of the bakery, like on the court, like in the front of the courtyard and the front lawn, um, just like haphazardly tossed out there.
Huh. Well, I mean, I could totally see automation in a bakery. You can make so much more bread. That would be amazing. Oh my gosh, I want bread right now. Anyway, she's gonna run over to that pile of stuff just sitting there and kind of rummage through it real quick, looking for little bits of metal or bits and bobs that she can scavenge and stuff them in her pockets for later use, and then go knock rather loudly on the door.
As she knocks on the door, someone will open it. Someone she's not familiar with. Someone that is not here right now. An NPC. One might say an Illian. Would
The
open the
other
door.
one-armed man?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, hey, hi. I found this thing on the job board. Said you needed some help with doing some stuff in here. I don't know much about doing baking stuff. I don't cook myself. It's kind of weird. But anyway, I mean, I could totally help you with automating bakery stuff. Or are we doing something different?
Let me do this one.
Yep.
Alien will rub his eyes for a moment and be just kind of like blink a few times and raise a hand like, whoa, could you slow down? Do you know how late it is? And you are really fast.
Yeah, well, the quicker you are, the quicker you get things done. But no, I have no idea what time it is right now. So do you want me to get started now or come back later?
Alien will look down and see the little post-it, the job board thing in your hand.
Just kind of wave it back and forth.
Are you an artificer?
Well, I mean, like, technically, I'm doing Artificer 101. We just took my test today.
Can you run electrical wires?
I can certainly try.
Okay, whatever. Come on in.
Oh my, I just snorted so hard.
Illian will pull the door back and allow the hyper gnome to step in.
And was never seen again.
I feel like hyper gnome might be a redundant statement.
This one's hyper even for a gnome.
A gnome on cocaine.
Yeah.
So,
This
so
is
the
a gnome
insides
on meth.
so the inside of this bakery, or what formerly was a bakery, is trash, just like the stuff that was piled up outside. It looks like people have been clearing out, basically opening up the floor plan to where it's just a clearing everything that was bakery out.
So I take it we're not doing the bakery thing. We're doing something new.
As she walks in and says that, you'll hear a voice from the back. It, did I just hear? Oh God! I'll be right out. And from the back room, Levi will walk in.
Oh my gosh, it's you! Aleen's been looking for you. Or she found you? I don't know. Whatever. She said you were gonna come by, but you never came by to the tent again. And it's kind of sad because some of the ladies got like really excited when we told you had a like metal arm that did like electricity stuff. Why do you need me to run wires? You could do electricity, can't you?
I'm not an artificer.
Oh.
So, Illian and I are here. I just bought this building this morning,
Uh-huh.
and we're trying to get it, clear this out, and to make it habitable. For the loft upstairs will be a bedroom or two,
Mm-hmm.
and this down here, this center, like this room here, and in the back is going to be a lab. Illian is a doctor of sorts.
Oh, so like a medical lab, an alchemy lab, an herbalist lab, or are they all like one thing?
Surgeon's lab.
Oh. It's like a doctor's office or like a surgeon's office. Is there a difference in that?
In a sense, it's more of, yes, basically a doctor's office, but we're not taking patients. It's he's going to be doing his own. He goes to college. Goes to college with me.
It's like a study lab or a specialty office.
Yes, exactly.
Cool. What do you need me to do?
We're hoping to fully power this with electricity. We
That
want
would be
lights.
amazing.
I want whatever equipment he needs.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I could try to build it. If I can, I can go find somebody. And if not, I know Mr. Ed over at the school. He's really good at making stuff. He's got like this huge giant armor thing that he wears all the time, and it's really
Do you
amazing.
mean Edouart?
Yeah, you know him.
He's one of my companions.
Then why did you post it on the job board when you have like a super amazing artificer already?
Because he's honestly, I would say he's incredibly busy, but he probably would drop everything. But I'm going to probably use him for the really, really complicated things. But I figure it's easier to get somebody else to do I don't mean it's wrong, but like the grunt work to get the systems ready.
That's
Plus,
fine.
you
It
can
totally
get
gives
some
me some
experience.
experience in the job thing, and then I can learn some more stuff, and then I can take it back to school and do even better on my test. You know what? I don't even know if I passed that test yet. I better ask.
And if you do a good enough job, I might have you I might have you here when I ask Edward to finish up.
That would be so cool because then I can see him working firsthand, and I can ask him about how he built his armor. I mean, armor would be cool. I don't necessarily want an armor, but I want like a little, like a squirrel, you know, because I'm small. So a pet that's small would be nice, but like a little tiny squirrel that can run around and do stuff. I mean, it would use electricity.
Yes. So, do you want to start tonight, or would you prefer to start some other point? You
Well,
have the job. I know you're competent enough to run the stuff down at the red tent.
yeah, of course, no problems whatsoever. So it is kind of late, apparently, according to your friend, who asked me if I knew what time it was, and I don't. But I'm assuming it's kind of late. It's dark outside, and we've already finished up over at the red tent, and
He,
Aleen's been drinking. So I imagine probably sometime later tomorrow or this morning. No, wait, I have class.
well, don't mind Illian. He spent this morning puking up because he didn't sleep, so his clock is all whack.
You should probably go see a doctor. Oh, wait, you are one. Never mind, forget I said that.
Yes, I took a pill, but I'm fine now.
Was it little in blue?
Elliot will rub his forehead and just, I feel a migraine coming. I need space. And we'll step out into a back room.
He'll be able to tell you what he needs specifically, but at least the lighting, like we can start with the loft if you'd like to see what we can do to get that
Oh, I could
done.
totally get light stuff put in and ready for electricity. And then once I figure out how to get the electricity run through, I mean, we have to have somewhere for it to coming from. So, like, generation thing. Ooh, I wonder what we can use for that. Because I don't think you guys want to hand crank something the entire time. That would be exhausting.
I'm quite certain that if we get a battery or some sort of storage, I can provide enough.
Oh, yeah, because your arm, right? You could just charge it.
Somewhat like that, yes.
Great, that's amazing. Why didn't I think of that? Nope, it's fine. You're smarter than me, and you have the arm. You know what to
I
do. I
would
don't know what I
not.
have.
Don't sell yourself short. Being smarter than me being
That's
smarter than you
funny.
is not necessarily true. I'm just a lot more experienced than you.
Yeah, I haven't been here that long. And I don't remember much from before. But that's okay, because that means a new start. And I've started school. So, maybe tomorrow after class, before I have to go to the red tent, I can come by, take a look at stuff, kind of get some plans worked out, and then I could go do the job at the red tent, and then I can come back if I need to. Of course, it'll be dark and won't be able to see very well, but that's okay. I can still clear stuff out. By the way, in all this stuff you're clearing out, if I find some stuff that maybe I could use for projects on the place or other projects elsewhere, could I just kind of take them?
Just run by anything that looks super expensive. If it's just scrap, you're more than welcome to take it.
Great.
I don't think there's anything expensive in here anyway, but
Also,
also, if you do need to work at night, like where it's darker, I can provide light, and he'll cast light.
That's really cool. I could also bring. Well, no, I can't bring. What is that smell, by the way?
It's going to be taken care of. There was some sewer issues here.
A bakery had a sewer that came right up into the building. Doesn't that sound unsanitary?
Yes, then why do you think it closed?
That is a good point, and I am so glad I did not get that bread I was wanting.
Yeah, Illian and I are going to take care of that.
Okay, great. So I should probably go now.
What was that?
I should probably go now.
All right.
I'm kind of
Thank you
getting
for-
a little tired. Yeah, so I should go. I let you guys sleep, and then, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow. I hope, maybe, if I make it
Alright.
through class. Did you know that sometimes students don't make it through those classes?
I'll make sure to ask Edouart to keep you alive.
It's not him I'm worried about. It's these other students. There's
That's
one
fair.
that made this vibrating egg thing that pops up into a whole bunch of toys, and you will not believe where he says he puts that thing, which is extremely concerning.
You work at the Red Tent. Why is that concerning to you?
I work at the Red Tent, and that is concerning to me.
Sudden realization.
I win!
Oh man.
By the way, Whiskey disappeared because it's in the middle of a really terrible storm that's taking the power out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sprocket disappears and comes back later to continue the work
Yeah, she'll come back tomorrow, probably, I don't know, afternoon,
after
late
class.
morning, whatever.
Okay. So like between class and Red Tent.
Yep.
Okay.
Levi would try to go find Edouart the next morning before class just to ask him to not let Sprocket die. Because, she's working on his house.
Okay. He gives no guarantees.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So the only party member Sprocket has yet to meet is Audrey, which is fine because I don't want to do that.
Ooh.
Don't cross the
Yourself here?
streams.
I know. I had
Support.
I had to have a conversation with myself before.
Yeah.
I think
And
you're gonna have to soon.
Whiskey had to do that once.
I think I would implode. Don't know if my brain could handle switching back and forth that quickly.
That would be interesting to see.
I think we're gonna have to set it up.
I may have to call in a voice actor.
Noodle.
I bet she'd help.
That would be entertaining.
Noodle!
So I don't know if anyone else has anything, but Levi would like to try to talk to Agonis at some point here. So he'd be looking to try to get a hold of him via the
While in
earring.
the bar. Liam is at and drinking. Oh.
I don't know if Jedi's here.
I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, he just said something.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, typically, using your little ear piece, you get in some random distance of the TT bar and you make a call connection.
Agonis?
However we want to call that.
Agonis?
Hello.
Well, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Where have you been? It's been quite a while.
Oh, I had a date.
You had a date?
Something like that. I didn't know I had a date until I was
Hey,
on the date.
congratulations.
Well, Thanks, man.
So there's two things.
Two things.
First of all, I just bought myself a house.
Okay.
Mazel
And
tov.
That's one thing.
and the second is I'd asked the rest of the group, and I keep asking around town, but no one seems to be hearing of it. Have heard of anything about it. You heard about a Hammerstein ball?
Is it about 3 weeks from now?
It was sometime in the next few weeks. I don't have an exact.
I don't imagine there's too many balls going on simultaneously, so that's probably the same ball.
So you've heard of a ball that's happening in a few weeks?
Yeah, I'm going.
How can I get an invitation?
You could find a date that has one.
How did you get an invitation?
I found a date that had one.
Can your date find one? Can your date find a date for me?
Oh, are you invoking the Bro Pact?
You know what? Yes, I am. But more importantly, Agonis, on a serious note, I was told, I don't know much about it, but when I met Fendara, and you can hear the disdain in his voice from that, just in that name, she said I had to be there at the ball.
You had to, huh?
It's pretty damn important. At least I think it is, unless she's lying to me like she does, but you know, not much I can fucking do.
Spar. Hold on.
Yes. What?
Retcon.
What did you just say, Cal? I'm holding on. Gotcha. So on second thought, belay what I said about getting me a date.
Rewind.
Rewind time. So we go back, he says, and he would say, "Do you know about the ball?
The ball in a few weeks ball?
The Hammerstein ball?"
Well, I don't know the name of it, but there's a ball in like 3 weeks.
Yes. I have a date. I have an invitation for it, and I need to go.
Cool. I'll see you there.
You're going?
Yeah.
All right. Moving past that because we already cashed this one out. Uh,
One more time. From the top.
One more retcon. Do it again.
So I probably need a date. I'm trying to think who would be the most useful to bring that's not a Aleen, because there is no way on earth I would ever
Sprocket.
feel.
Sprocket.
Do you even know
You
Sprocket?
should totally take Sprocket.
Agonis, she's like completely inexperienced. If I need anything, if I need any backup, I don't want to have to protect her. I'd have to ask Audrey.
I mean, you're going to the ball, not to war.
Agonis,
Although there is a high
you know how
likelihood that they want to kill you there. That's what
you know how you are in social situations.
Smooth like butter.
You know how you are in social situations with upper class. I'm worse.
Oh. Um,
This will be entertaining.
Right.
I'm not sure any of us are good in high society situations at all.
Psh. I've been around a lot of high society people.
I think Edouart is, actually.
Maybe when he's not being a troll?
Yes, but that's the
So
problem.
never.
so
I think the
no,
I think the last character that was actually good at it at high society was Victor.
Gabriella was great at it.
Oh yeah. Victor and Gabra at the same time.
Imelda had high society.
Wait, who does?
Yeah.
Imelda did.
Oh shit!
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, but she was bad at talking to people.
And she
Very.
didn't die.
No, but she didn't. She disappeared. So
Risky.
I think I might have to ask Audrey. Huh. I'm just wondering, could you by any chance get another invitation to maybe bring I don't even know who we'd bring. I don't think there's a way we could ever get Liam in. I'd love to have him around as backup, but
But have you asked his mustache?
That's a valid question.
Have you guys ever asked Liam about going?
That's another valid question.
I'm just very concerned with him being the law when you're obviously going, which means there's something in it for you.
Uh,
And the law's usually not on your
there's
side.
going to be grapes at the ball. I mean, why else would I go?
Agonis.
Huh?
You know what? I'll ask Liam. I'll see if he would have an invite or
Wants to be your date.
You could totally take his mustache, I think. I think his mustache likes you.
uh, he'll have Gabriella back.
The
Yeah,
soul
then there'd be two
mustache.
Liams. She'd see that mustache and just a new personality would bloom.
But he would go back to saying to Agonis. So whatever you're planning, I don't know what I don't know why I have to be there, but I have to. So if you're planning something that needs help, maybe I can help you, but also in the same time, same thing. If there's an issue I run into, I might need help.
Well, I mean, you got my help.
Also, if you ever want to crash, I'll tell the here. Let me. You're at the TT bar, right?
Well, I usually stay over at the old Kicked In.
Well, I mean, right now.
Oh, sure, we're all here partying, right?
Okay,
I
I'm
don't know
gonna
what
give
we're
you a
doing.
key. I'm gonna give you. Actually, you don't need a key. My address is here.
Realization.
Don't worry, I'll get in.
Be a repeat of that time you spent 20 minutes to pick a fucking lock.
Address is here if you need it. If you need anything, but after we put magical locks on, I'll get you a key.
Cool.
It's just if you see anything very weird or disturbing, know that Illian is using it as his lab.
Have you binned it? No, you haven't. Never mind. You got it.
All right. So, yeah, Levi is. That is true. Whiskey did. Uh, Levi is going to head over to where Liam is.
Is this early morning or what's the time frame right now for this?
This would be the next morning because everyone went to sleep at some point and that shit was happening at like 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So mid morning.
Probably find him on the street walking towards the TT bar after he had his morning breakfast at the Waffle House.
Wait, you didn't get the buffet at the TT bar?
I don't trust that shrimp.
What's wrong with gas station shrimp?
Same thing wrong with gas station sushi.
Which is the same thing that is wrong with gas station burritos.
Just gas station shrimp.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Gas station hot dogs are usually acceptable.
Gas station hot
station.
dogs are about as good as normal hot dogs because there's no difference in quality.
Gas station corn dogs.
Is that a thing we are?
So Levi will see Liam walking on the street and say, "Liam," then wave over to him.
Oh. Hi, Levi.
Liam, I have a question for you. You heard of the
I might
Hammerstein
have an answer
Ball?
for it. Can I do a roll for if he's actually heard of that one? Or at least a family?
Yeah, probably the family. I mean, unless it's like, well, I mean, shit, you can roll for either one. What do you want?
Roll for a think on the family name first, and then depending on that, roll if he'd actually bothered to keep track of if there's a ball coming for them.
Okay. So do you have like a local lore or streetwise, or which one you want to do? High society.
I have landing lore and high society. They're the same mod.
Okay, on the same level. So just pick one then. Okay. Yeah, Hammerstein is um they're one of the birthwriter families. Been around for multiple generations, got lots of money. They are kind of part of the clergy of the Catholic Church, related to it at least.
Any connections to Liam's family?
To Liam's,
His family on my background, you could. There are 10th generation here for Liam, and started. I think that was the third wave. You said
uh,
the one that was the biggest one of the originals.
yeah, let me look. Um, they probably were around from those earliest years. Um, I wouldn't say that means there's a connection necessarily with the family, as much as um, just a long history of awareness.
Okay.
But Hammerstein's basically they're old money. Um, they're like one of the few like of the large family estates that aren't in the upspin. They're in the downspin mostly because they're so connected to um, the church. There have been many different Hammerstein members who have at one point in time been clergymen or priests or other things.
The Pope.
Yeah. I still have to figure out if there's a pope or not. I think I mentioned there was a cardinal. It'd be hilarious if we made it being Cardinal Richelieu.
I mean, you can't have a religion without a pope. I mean, it's look at life as feudal.
Well, yeah, but that takes a while for people to actually get to the point of popehood.
And then everybody's the Pope.
So what does Liam say back to Levi then?
I haven't really heard about them throwing a party, but what's up?
Do you have any way of getting an invite to said party?
Maybe.
As a guard or anything? Or through your job, I'm not sure. I have an invite and I know I need to be there. I'm not sure why, but I do. And I want to see how many I want to make sure that there are people there to back me up. You're one of the people I want there.
That's awfully vague.
So it has to do with the woman I was talking about before, Fandara. Who, yeah,
That's your ex-wife?
lots of past history, not a wife, not a relationship.
Ex-wife.
Okay then.
Yeah, you literally described an ex-wife.
Former lovers fell apart. Got it.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
But
Do
you
you,
were hard as a rock
do you really hate this woman?
and
And I
covered
mean,
in juices.
really, really hate this woman? Obviously, you're in love with her.
Hearsay. Object.
I could look into it.
If you can't get an invite, I don't know if you'd be willing to go as my date. I don't think that sounds weird, but
Would I need to wear a dress?
I'm actually not sure. I don't know much about high society or landing.
I would not shave my legs for this.
If you can't find a date, well, if you can't find an invitation in the next couple of weeks, let me know.
If you don't take me, who are you taking?
If I don't take you, if you can get your own if you can get another invitation, it's either uh it's either Edouart or I think Audrey because I'm not insane enough to let Aleen loose in a high class ball like that.
I'm sure a third of the people there she's already sat on their balls, so I don't see a problem.
That's kind of the problem. Plus, of course,
Nothing's wrong with falling in love with a stripper.
it's probably either Audrey or Edward then.
No, that's legit.
What?
That's legit. I don't blame you. Though Edouart would look even worse in a dress.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
He'd have to polish up his his leg armor.
I mean, technically, the poncho thing he has could sort of be considered a dress.
I gotta bring the poncho into this.
So we're referring to it that way from now on, right?
Of course.
Why would you do this?
Because it's time for some vengeance.
Don't you worry, I'm gonna talk to Thaddios. All kinds of ideas.
The damage has already been done.
You think that, but you don't know that like I do.
I will never be hurt as much as I was dealing with that character. But anyway, Levi, I would say also, I'm no longer staying at the inn. I have a new place. And he would tell him the address.
Uh-huh.
In case you need to get a hold of me or contact with me. I'm still probably going to spend most of my time here at the titty bar or the Kicked In, but just in case.
Yeah, that place still smells bad. You need to do something about that.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna have Illian look into it. I'm gonna have him. We're likely going to reopen the sewer, clear part way in, and then completely block off that sewer section. Or figure something else out. I'm not 100% certain.
The city architects will not be happy if you block off that port.
I mean, it's already blocked off, though. Edouart welded it shut.
Now, he blocked off the grid at the top. I'm saying if you
Yeah.
stop the flow of sewage, it's going to
Oh,
be bad.
I don't mean to block the flow of sewage. I mean completely block the hole that from the access or change how it works. I'm not. I might have to talk to an architect or Illian. Illian's quite smart. He probably
Is
has a
he,
lot better
though?
idea about this. Also, I have Sprocket helping out, running wiring and other other electrical and mechanical stuff.
Who's Sprocket?
You remember the gnome at the red tent in charge of like the pyrotechnics?
Not in the slightest.
His
Thought not.
focus was elsewhere.
I thought not. Uh, she's a student of Edouard's at the college.
Okay.
An artificer. She might have ideas about. Well, I'm quite certain she has ideas about everything, but she might have some good ideas about how to deal with the smell, possibly.
Yeah, you can hope so. But yeah, I'll look into the ball, I guess, and see what my
Yep.
connections have.
Thank you. Thank you. Uh, do you want to get? Do you want to go drink?
No, actually, now I have something to do. Damn it all.
All right. Well, if you want, I'll be at the Kicked In tonight. We can drink then. Drinks are on me.
All right, I'll see you over there in the evening.
Okay. Liam heads out. Where's he go?
After that exchange, probably straight to the ranger station.
Okay.
See if anyone's been assigned anything to do with that, with the Hammerstein family and what information they may have. I mean, Rangers are a branch off the governor. I'm sure they're keeping an eye on prominent families.
Okay. You walk into the ranger station. Farva's there. Hey, Liam, how are you?
Doing good.
You're here. What's up?
One of the people I'm keeping an eye on right now brought up that the Hammerstein family is, I guess, throwing a ball here in a few weeks.
Okay.
I wanted to see if we had a guy on them or any.
Why is throwing a ball illegal? Did we change our rules on dancing?
You can dance if you want to.
I can. But if you can't dance,
You can
Did you have to
dance.
Google the lyric or did you know it?
you're
Well,
no
if you
friend of
did,
mine.
he's no friend of mine.
There you go.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna need a copy of that recording. That's me worthy.
No, that's not the issue. Just I wanted to look into getting an invite to the ball. Seems to be a lead on something happening that I want to investigate.
So you want to be invited to the dance, and you're afraid nobody will ask you.
You know, we had a great time the other day at the Dim Arts and Semi-Naked Arms. Be a shame if we couldn't do that again soon.
You know, I know some guys who they work in the church, and I could ask around and see if I could find a lead. I'll see if I can find something.
You never let us down, Favre.
Well, I mean, there was that one time. I'm pretty sure I let you down. You guys, you forced me to chug all that maple syrup.
But you did it like a champ.
I did, didn't I? Still have that trophy.
I don't think anyone here is going to ever beat that record. So
Yep, 11 bottles.
it's a legacy achievement.
You know I'm diabetic now? It's a thing, apparently. Diabetes. Some doctor made it up. They just say I have a sweet tooth. I think I'm a pretty sweet guy.
Hell yeah.
Were you going to talk to Ranger 1, or was this it?
Well, we all really know you're running the show around here, so.
Wow. All right. Now I know you're blowing smoke up my ass.
I out of character. Even can't even think of comeback. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, but yeah.
Understood. Given that we're probably getting close to a time of wrapping things up, anyways. So stepping out of scene,